Welcome ladies and gentlemen to this, our usual pay-per-view special of Universally Speaking, where we are well on the road to WrestleMania and we have our final major stop before the showcase of the Immortals. The pay-per-view is No Way Out. So with any further delay, let's have a look at the first few matches, and then we have some exclusive breaking news in relation to the simmering rivalry between Drew McIntyre and Hall of Fame legend Kurt Angle. First up, we're going to take a look at the match that we now know will open the show. Bray Wyatt versus Apollo Cruz for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match is shrouded in controversy as the World Heavyweight Champion Apollo Cruz is refusing to be referred to as that champion. He laid down the title after winning it at the Royal Rumble and renamed the championship the Elite Sports Management Championship, which riled up a lot of purists backstage and also in the WWE universe. We have not heard a single word from the former champion Wyatt though, but what we have heard is bodies hitting the floor. Wyatt has been tearing through the roster and seems more demonic and maniacal than ever. The rematch comes at a very inconvenient time for Cruz as we are so close to WrestleMania, which is every person's objective on the entire roster. Will Wyatt be able to topple a man who he has never beaten? Or will lightning strike twice and the self-proclaimed elite athlete walk away with the gold once again? Another massive match that ties directly into the match we just talked about is Bobby Roode versus Brock Lesnar. Bobby Roode was incensed when he was falsely eliminated from the Royal Rumble and demanded a spot in the main event of WrestleMania, which was denied by General Manager JBL. JBL, however, did grant Roode an enormous opportunity and offered him the chance to in fact earn his way into the match. JBL told Roode that if he can win his match at No Way Out, the SmackDown Live World title match at WrestleMania will in fact become a triple threat. But in order for Bobby Roode to shoehorn his way into the match, he needs to defeat the Beast, Brock Lesnar. The odds are stacked against Roode, but without question, he will be fighting like his life depends on it. And against the Beast, that might be both figuratively and literally true. The next match we'll focus on will be the Authors of Pain, the Heavies of Degeneration X, as they go head to head with the White Knights of Professional Wrestling, the Kings of Wrestling. Cesaro and Cassius Ohno won their way through to this match via an excellent outing and subsequent victory over the Australian duo TM61. The task ahead of the Kings of Wrestling certainly isn't lost on them, as they know very well how dangerous Akam and Razor can be. This will be a tough night for Cesaro and Ohno unless they can be smart and avoid the power of the Authors of Pain. Can they do the seemingly impossible? We'll have to wait and find out. Also on this stacked show, we will get the much anticipated answer from Jeff Hardy to Braun Strowman's challenge for WrestleMania. Hardy promised Strowman that he will be in attendance, and I don't think the answer will be surprising at all. Jeff Hardy made his triumphant return to the WWE in the Royal Rumble match where he eliminated himself and Braun Strowman in just a matter of seconds. And since then, Jeff Hardy has found himself in the direct firing line of the monster among men. Will Jeff Hardy accept the challenge? I think we all know the answer, but just what will Hardy potentially have up his sleeve is the question on everyone's mind. We now have some breaking news as it pertains to the challenge laid down by Drew McIntyre to Kurt Angle. Speaking to me personally backstage at a recent WWE live event, Drew McIntyre gave me permission to break the news that he is officially challenging Kurt Angle to a match, but that we already knew. But he is challenging Kurt Angle to a match at WrestleMania. Drew hopes that this will be enough of a lure to bring the reluctant Angle out of retirement, even taking it as far as showing up at an autograph signing and picture opportunity for WWE fans in which Kurt Angle was the special guest. Footage was captured by fans and WWE officials alike, and it will be shown live on pay-per-view at No Way Out. So even more reason to tune into the highly anticipated event. Be on the lookout during No Way Out for this exclusive footage. We now take a look at the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match to determine the number one contender for the Women's Championship. All four of these women have staked their claim to be able to head to WrestleMania, after all of them came through tough matches to reach this point. Stephanie McMahon cooked up an ingenious plan to stop the gang warfare backstage and face friends off against friends, and it worked perfectly, fracturing all of the friendships and really creating a dog-eat-dog world in the women's division. And it all comes to a head at No Way Out when only one woman can be left standing. Will it be Becky Lynch, the dark horse in this match with almost unrivaled fire and passion? Or will it be Ember Moon, who is simply one eclipse away from ending anyone's night? Or maybe the former best friend of Emma herself, the very crafty Billie Kay? Or will it be Sasha Banks, the former champion and really the person who started all of this chaos by unleashing Carmella and Summer Rae on the roster? All four women have a massive case, but there can only be one. We now direct our attention to another match with WrestleMania implications: Neville versus Adam Cole. Neville recently lost his European Championship to Sami Zayn and has been desperately searching for new meaning and a new challenge. Neville has been very bitter and angry about his loss and was interrupted by the stunning debut of Adam Cole on a recent episode of SmackDown. Neville insisted that Cole not take his spotlight ever again, but as you would expect, Cole wasn't happy to oblige. Cole and Neville have had several tense encounters, and SmackDown General Manager JBL sees dollar signs. In fact, he put his money where his mouth is and made the stipulation that the winner of this match will be the first man entered into the 6-man Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. This rivalry is based on work rate and who is the better man? Well, I guess we'll have to find out live on pay-per-view. The next match on the agenda is perhaps the most star-studded match we've seen in a long time. AJ Styles teams up with Shinsuke Nakamura and John Cena to take on Finn Balor, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the Bullet Club. This match is built on pure hatred and pure bad blood between Finn Balor and AJ Styles. Both men have led the Bullet Club before and have travelled similar paths to get to the WWE, and it's all coming to a dramatic collision. The added dimension to AJ Styles' team, however, is the tension between United States Champion Nakamura and John Cena. Cena, of course, eliminated Nakamura from the Royal Rumble, thus costing Nakamura his chance to be a double champion and also to main event WrestleMania. Nakamura has shown some rather uncharacteristic traits as of late, and it adds yet another combustible element to an already highly combustible match. And next up is one of the more intriguing battles on the card. Intriguing because of the potential appearance of The Shield. We have not seen or heard from any member of The Shield since their reunion at the Royal Rumble. The only thing we have heard though is Roman Reigns silently accepting the challenge of Triple H for a match at No Way Out via text message to Shane McMahon. That is literally the only point of contact any of the three Hounds of Justice have made. Triple H, Big E and Shawn Michaels have been very vocal in their disapproval of the Shield's lack of presence, but is this all purely mind games? Or are the Shield perhaps not as together as everyone thinks? Find out when Triple H goes one-on-one with the big dog, Roman Reigns. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening will indeed be the gigantic match that will see the undefeated Aleister Black go head-on with the WWE Champion of nearly 600 days, Rusev. Something's gotta give when these two collide, and with Aleister Black wiping out a large portion of the roster on his way to No Way Out, it could prove to be the perfect title for the show, because it would seem there certainly is no escape for the World Champion. However, in recent weeks, we have seen the out-and-out vicious streak of Rusev return with a highly impressive victory over Shinsuke Nakamura on Raw. Rusev has been champion for a long time, and it's hard to believe that he will let the belt go without a hell of a fight. This match promises to be an out-and-out war between two men who have everything to fight for. Will Rusev be able to topple the undefeated? And will Aleister Black be able to dethrone the champion of nearly 600 days? Well, something's gotta give, and there is only one way to find out, and that's to tune in to No Way Out tomorrow. From YT13, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the pay-per-view.